Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get any info about Rawat's where.
Wait, 1 second. Mr. Antib, next time you go shopping, you should buy some Buell fruits. Peel the skin, steep in water, then drink.
Huh? Yeah.
What should the next Fanta flavor be? Everything here is in order.
Sorry to bother you, sir, but are you
Who's asking?
Just some concerned citizens helping out the Marechaussee Phantom with an investigation. We'd like.
Not anymore, we're not. Turns out,
Oh, yeah? What happened?
the thing about us researchers is, most of us do what we do for some sort of higher purpose. But he won't even let you work with him unless you sign a confidentiality agreement first. Also, he has better control over who gets which intellectual property rights. How are you supposed to get any meaningful... Now that I've got my own technical solution for my compressor, I don't need to work with him anymore.
So that's what Rawat is really like.
We'd still like to know where to find him. Is that something?
Wait, you're... Yeah, I know you. You're the head nurse at the Fortress of Meropide. Alright, then I'm happy to help you if I can. I respect the work you do. Medicine serves the highest purpose.
Wow, turns out Seedween's got some real clout.
Thing is, I have no real way of knowing where he might be. I stopped working with him 2 months ago, but if you want my advice, I'd say go talk to the peddlers. There's a few he meets with every other day or so. Maybe they...
Peddlers?
Yeah, back when I was working with him, I noticed he met with them quite often. Wouldn't surprise me if they were involved in some shady business together, because it seemed like they went out of their way to avoid The little I overheard was about manufacturing and selling pharmaceutical drugs. Like I said, he's all about the money.
Drugs? Doesn't he work with skincare products? Do those count as drugs?
Who knows? I never cared to find out. He's the more aggressive.
Thank you. You've given us plenty to work.
Welcome. Goodbye, and may we...
Well, that's all 3 researchers. Let's head back to the meetup point.
Everything here is in order.
Follow the wind.
You know, Paimon out thinking Rawat was a handsome researcher with a friendly and cheerful...
So what's your view of him now?
A handsome researcher whose difficult upbringing turned him into a profit chaser with...
So your thoughts about his appearance haven't changed at all?
Well, his looks are kind of a big deal. At least in Paimon's opinion. How does such a handsome guy end up being so antisocial?
You can't judge a person solely based on their appearance.
Head nurse. Traveler. I assume you've spoken with the researchers. What did you find out?
Bertram mentioned Rawat's involvement with some pharmaceutical merchants. Do you know if he's registered any pharmaceutical brands?
Since he was a whistleblower on such a huge case, I ran a background check on him. I don't remember there being any brand...
How strange. If he was so focused on commercializing his research and averse to sharing his technology with others, why wouldn't he have registered his own? Maybe he and his business partners needed to avoid public...
You think he may have colluded with the gang? Well, the crime was...
Isn't that pretty unlikely, though? He was the one who blew the whistle on...
Most children who come to me with tooth decay have suffered pain for a long time already, but they'll still try to hide the fact that they eat too many sweets. Grown-ups and children aren't so different in that regard.
I saw him when he came to make his report, and I certainly didn't get the feeling that he was the type to collude with criminals. Perhaps it's more likely that they were coercing him. You mentioned that he comes from a poor family. So, it's possible that the criminals approached him, asking for academic support, luring him in with the promise of riches. By the time he discovered who they really were, he was in too deep. They had leverage on him, so he was forced to keep working.
That does make a lot of sense. It would definitely explain why he was so No wonder he's so unsociable. He must be on edge all the time with a gang of crooks breathing down his neck.
In that case, the situation could be... If Rawat was working with the escaped inmates, they're sure to know more about his whereabouts than us. Oh, there's a good chance they'll get to him, but...
Based on the information we've gathered so far, he was last seen 2 days ago. If no one's seen him...
2 days ago? So he went missing right after that product promotion.
That was the same day he reported the criminals, too.
Don't worry, everyone. I believe we still have a chance. Since he disappeared...
Yeah, he must have been worried that they'd come...
All the more reason to find him as soon as possible. The only lead we have at the moment is his...
Yep. When you register a brand, the Court of Fontaine requires you to provide a legal address. The one Rawat wrote down was in the outskirts of this...
Okay, then there's no time to lose.